it's time for some new shoes for the Jeep. I put a little 3-inch lift kit on it, and I wanted to put some nice big all-terrain tires on there. But you know, I wanted something made in the USA, green, recycled, something cool, but affordable. Well, in my research, I found a company called TreadWright. They do a process called remolding of recycled tires. That process sounded cool to me, so we're here to check it out.
I met with Anthony Schoen, the CEO at TreadWright Tires here in Houston, to see how I can save money on my tires and check out how these tires offer quality and economy all rolled into one. And they're made right here in the USA.
TreadWright tires, we basically recycle light truck and AT tires, 70% of the materials. It makes us the most sustainable and environmental friendly tire on the market. We use a manufacturing process called mold cure, which is the same process used in new tire manufacturing. That recycled capability allows us to also make one of the most affordable SUV and light truck tires on the market.
So I'm sure you get asked this question a lot. These are recycled tires. How safe are they for my family?
They're very safe for your family. As a matter of fact, in the emergency response industry, ambulances, fire trucks, as well as the airline industry, which use 80% recycled tires, all of these different industries have been using these recycled tires for years.
Now, you said this is a remolding process. How is that different from what I'm familiar with, which is a retread?
Well, in the remolding process, it's basically a soft compound that's wrapped around the tire and then put inside of a mold cure press. And the materials are allowed to flow evenly over the tread. What you're considering is the pre-cure, where it's actually a hardened rubber, if you can imagine, where it's glued and spliced. In the mold cure process, when you're done, because of that even flow, it's going to be void of any splices or remanufacturing processes.
Curiosity, how many times can you recycle a tire?
Well, that's also a good question, and we get that a lot. To give some examples of some of the emergency response and as well as the airline industry, or even medium truck, you know, if you think of the commercial trucking, they remold about 8 to 10 times. In the airline industry, they do up to 4, and here at TreadWright, we just do 1 casing at a time. We have our own DOT code, so we can see if something comes back, and at that point, we just basically go ahead and recycle that tire.
What is the process of doing that? Is it for safety concerns, or?
It is. We want to make sure that we're putting our customers in the safest possible situations. You know, these tires could go through a bunch of different recycling processes, but we like to make sure if we've handled the tire, we've done the inspections on them, but we want to do it one time and put our customers in that safe place.
So tell me, who is buying TreadWright tires? Who are your customers?
Well, actually, you are considered to be an ideal customer.
I got a Jeep, yeah.
Yes, yes. You know, and you spend a lot of time traveling around and seeing companies, as well as doing a lot of hunting and fishing. Those are our prototypical customers, the outdoor enthusiast. But we also have a lot of commercial accounts. So we have everything between National Guard, wholesalers that are out there, as well as around Houston, Texas, a lot of folks that go in and out of oil and gas. So we have a lot of commercial accounts as well as customers just like yourself.
Oh, very, very cool. I'm excited to see some options for the Jeep here. Can you show me some tires?
I can show you a couple options today, absolutely.
Rock and roll, lead the way.
Okay, sure.
Wow. Check this out, man. Look at the tread on that. That is cool.
These are the flexibility options that we have with mold cure. You know, as we talked, that same process used in new tire manufacturing. What we're able to do here is when we remanufacture the tire, we actually take it bead to bead. So if you're looking at our tire online, a bead to bead tire is something that's taken from this bead to that bead and completely remanufactured with the TreadWright brand.
To me, these things look brand spanking new.
Yeah, that's really the benefit of the mold cure process. You know, we can actually create a tire and recycle it that's absolutely brand new.
Very, very cool. I have got to see the process that makes these tires come to reality. Can you hook me up with somebody to do that?
I can. Our Director of Operations, David Gomez, knows you're here and is really excited to show off his plant.
Let's go see how these tires are made. Remolding, very cool stuff. Dave, John, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic.
Man, I am excited to learn about this remolding process that you guys do with recycled tires. What's the first step?
Well, we only let the highest quality used tire be remolded. So our first step is to inspect the tire and make sure it's a good quality casing. Right now, he's running the electrical current through the head of this probe, and it's gonna find a nail hole in the crown if there's any penetration. So it'll arc and let him know that there's...
What was that?
He just found a tire that can't be remolded.
Really? So he found a problem with this particular tire. What do you think that could be? It could be anything, I guess.
It's gonna be a puncture in the crown.
Ah, so you know that this is not a candidate for remolding.
No.
And every tire goes through this process, so you know that every tire that gets out to a consumer is in great shape.
It's in great shape.
All right, so it's gone through this process. What's the next process that you do?
The next process, we're gonna take off the old tread off the tire.
You're gonna take off the old tread.
It's called our buffing process.
The buffing process. Let's check out the buffing process. Wow, check this out. Now this is cool.
This is really cool. This is an automatic buffer. It'll buff each tire specifically to a specific measurement. And it does it consistently every time. And that's what gives our tires the quality of a new tire when you're on the highway or on the trails.
So you take one of the tires that we just saw in a rack out there. It goes through its first inspection process. It comes over here and gets buffed, and this is the final product right here?
This is the final product. And so the buffer, what it's gonna do is just take off the tread. It's gonna leave a few 30 seconds of an inch above your belt packages, because this is special rubber that's designed to stick to your belt package. And we don't touch them because that's ruins the process.
It does. So now this has to be rebuffed.
It's gonna have to be cleaned up, yeah, and rebuffed. So,
wow.
This station, this is where we're gonna apply the rubber veneer to our sidewall of our B2B tires.
So this is B2B, so you've taken off all of the markings on this particular tire.
We have. We've taken only about 2/32 of an inch off your sidewall, because we're not gonna touch just like the top, we're not gonna touch the plies in your sidewall. It's just roughly buffing off the surface to give it a good texture for the new veneer to adhere to.
And this is the new veneer?
This is the new veneer. It's a special rubber compound that's gonna renew your sidewall. It's gonna protect it from the sun and the weather. We put uncured rubber on our tire, and this is what makes a remold. It's one continuous ribbon of rubber that hasn't cured yet. So it doesn't have...
And I can touch this, right?
You can touch this. This is stuff you can touch. Wow. So it doesn't have the properties of a cured rubber, like a rubber ball or your tires. It's not resilient, it's gummy. That's what makes the remold. This is gonna be molded into your new tread pattern.
Wow, you can really feel the heat coming off of that, Dave.
You can. So this tire has just finished its curing process.
So this is actually the same tire we just saw over there.
That we put veneer on, yeah.
That you put veneer on, and this is what comes out.
This is what comes out.
Totally, look at the tread. Oh, look at that, that is warm, isn't it?
It is nice and warm. You need heat, you need pressure, and you need time to cure a tire.
Wow.
So they get up to a little over 300 degrees for 68 minutes. It takes to cure this particular tread. And we have 150 pounds of pressure inside the tube. It's the same curing process that they use to make new tires.
Really?
It's one piece, and it looks fantastic. It looks like a brand new tire when it comes out. One last final inspection, we'll clean all the excess rubber off. We'll clean off the vents, and we'll also balance it and make sure it'll fit your vehicle.
Speaking of vehicles, I know that my vehicle's been carted off to a shop to get some of the new TreadWright put on it.
Yeah.
I bet it's about ready to go get seen right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm ready to go take a look at it.
Let's take a look at the new shoes on my Jeep. Come on.
Dave, dude, look. Oh man, look at the new shoes on the Jeep.
They look fantastic.
They look great. This is the exact size and look I was going for.
They have totally transformed your Jeep.
Man, beautiful. You know, put a little 3-inch lift on it because I wanted some bigger tires, and I found you guys, and I wanted something green and something USA. But there's one more thing you got to do with tires before you can really put the stamp of approval on them.
You got to test them out.
You got to test them out. You got some trails around here?
We do.
Man, let's go get this thing muddy. Let's go do something with this. think I have mud in my hair. That was fun stuff. These tires are incredible.
Hey, well, we really appreciate that. You know, you got a chance to learn that we actually make the best MT and AT tires on the market for light truck and SUVs. And we were excited after you learned about our process and the fact that we are the most environmentally conscious tire on the market. It's what makes us the most affordable, but most importantly, how did they perform?
You know, we took a 45-minute run out here on the highway to get, and of course you saw us out, you know, plowing through the mud and the sand and having a good time, but on the highway these tires were quiet. You know, they didn't walk at all. You know, it was like driving a new Jeep on the way out here. And then going through all of the sand and the mud, these tires cleaned out great. I mean, the performance is really top notch.
Yeah, hey, it was fun to drive around with you. I can tell that you do spend a lot of your free time outdoors. You're a heck of a driver.
Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to want to outfit all of my trucks, and my buddies are going to want this for their Jeeps. Where do you go buy TreadWright tires?
Well, there's a few places. We do most of our sales online. It ships directly to your door or your favorite retailer. We also have an online 1-800 number, which is a call center. And for folks in the South Texas area, you can actually come down to the warehouse for a 5% discount and do will call. You go through the whole warehouse and pick out the exact tires that you like.
Very cool. Now, I know that's for consumers, but you know, what if I've got a fleet of trucks and I want to outfit my stuff with TreadWright?
We actually have a government program. We have a small business program as well, and we have individual pricing for any type of business. It could be construction, it could be landscaping, anything that they have. We have businesses that are as small as 1 or 2 vehicles. We have businesses that are as large as 100 vehicles plus. And there's a special program for them. We also deliver right to their businesses.
Not only is this green, you're recycling tires, but it's also cutting down on the cost of outfitting your fleet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you kind of hit it right there. In terms of our 75 or 70% recycling, what that does is it just drives the affordability. We pass that along to the customers for their businesses.
That's incredible. I want you to look at this. Come here. Look at this. TreadWright tire. We just went through some mean stuff. It is super clean. It's green. It's recycled. And the best of everything is that this tire right here is completely made in the USA by American workers. This tire is built in America.